everybody? What's going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a fairly quick video, man. It's going to be a video covering the top 6 things that need to be fixed gameplay-wise going forward, in my opinion, for MLB The Show 20. So you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. Quick thank you. I got to give a thank you to everyone. We hit 1,000 subs on the channel the other night. Big milestone for the channel. So met my goal that I wanted to reach before going into MLB The Show 20. So I won't take up too much of your time with that. But next Friday, we're going to have a big giveaway announcement. So you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe so you can get a chance to win several items that will be available. So we're going to go right into some gameplay here and some Battle Royale, and we'll start the discussion about these 6 things. I know, only 6, right? It's kind of surprising to me too. But these are like my top 6. So here we go. All right, you guys. So we're going to start at the back and work our way forward here. So the top 6 things in MLB The Show that need to be fixed going into MLB The Show 20. And we're going to play some BR here in the background. And you guys can enjoy this gameplay here, man. Just been working on zone hitting and some Battle Royale. So the number 6 thing that needs to be fixed, and I believe they've already addressed it in streams, is catcher blocking. All right, the ability for catchers to be able to block the ball in the game this year has been atrocious. All right. Blocking is an attribute that doesn't even seem to actually matter, which is, well, it's just wrong. It's just the way they did fielding this year, so that they made fielding so much more important for you to have good fielders out in the field, and errors were more prevalent this year than they had been in past years. And fielding actually mattered. You'd think that catcher blocking would have actually mattered, but it didn't. We've already heard in the live streams that they've been doing that they've added several new animations for catcher blocking, and that should be a thing that's fixed going forward. So that's awesome, man. We're really happy to hear that. I think everybody in the community will be happy to hear that one. So that's great. Number 5. All right. Number 5 is check swings. Now, I don't have a problem personally with the amount of check swings that are in the game, because you can actually manually force a check swing by double tapping your swing button as you go to swing. All right. So I don't have a problem with that, because that can be user controlled and you have more user input in. My problem with it is the accuracy of check swing calls. All right. And I think we can all agree on this. So when you guys are check swinging, you may have the 2 animations back to back right in a row, or you have the exact same check swing on, well, let's just say the exact same pitch. But one gets called a ball and one gets called a strike. And it's absolutely ridiculous, all right? I know in baseball, in real baseball, it happens like that, umpires, because they make mistakes and whatever. But we're talking about digital umpires that should be 100% accurate, because that's just what it is, man. It's ridiculous, all right? You can, like I said, you can force check swings by double tapping your swing button right as you go to swing if you decide not to actually follow through with that swing. Sometimes if you do it a little late, you're going to actually still get a strike and a check swing. But sometimes with check swing calls, the bat never even leaves the damn shoulder. And you still get called a strike, which it's just absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense whatsoever. So that's something that I think needs fixed. That's my number 5. The number 4 is the start of the big ones, in my opinion. Base running. Base running in the game when you're playing online is totally freaking broken. All right. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about when I mention it here. You will be rounding second base and the runner will continue on to third, and you never even told them to go there. So it is broken. I know there's different styles that people use for base running and all that, but it is one of the most ridiculous things in this game. Your guys will just run without you even telling them to do it. So the runners advancing on their own is a big problem, and hopefully that gets addressed going forward. Unfortunately, that's been kind of a problem for several years, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, and they don't really seem to address it. So I don't know if that one's going to get fixed or not. We'll just have to wait and see. And hopefully we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they'll get it fixed. But number 3, the number 3 thing, fielders drifting to fly balls. Oh my God. Who of us hasn't rage quit because we've gotten so pissed off that our outfielders, our diamond outfielders, have drifted to a fly ball that they should have been camped under and waiting to catch for about 5 to 10 seconds. It is the worst animation I see in this game on a regular basis. Now, on All-Star difficulty, it seems like, and we'll get to that in a second. On All-Star difficulty, it seems like it's 10 times worse than it is on Hall of Fame. Why that makes sense is beyond me. The game should play the same on each difficulty level as far as animations go and the actual gameplay, but it just doesn't. So, fielder animations are horrible. Diamond fielders should very rarely make fielding mistakes and fielding errors. I get it. If you've got a common or a bronze fielder, or even a silver fielder, all right, the slow trot animation for a fly ball in the outfield, I can see it happening some of the time, all right? But not very often. And we're talking, they got to be slow fielders to do this, because I have never seen a baseball game where fielders will slow trot jog to a ball that they could have got to and been camped under, waiting to catch, like I said, for 5 to 10 seconds. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. There's so many balls that fall just an inch or two past the glove because this happens. And it can be the difference between winning and losing a game. So, something that involves reducing the skill gap, not okay. That's not okay. That needs to be addressed big time. And it was never a problem until this year where fielding actually mattered more. So hopefully that's something that we get taken care of going into 20. Oh my God, because if not, I don't know if I'll be able to take this ranked season stuff like that. It's crazy. All right, my number two thing on the list of items that need to be addressed going into MLB The Show 20. Ranked seasons difficulty levels. All right. I think we all can agree, at least the majority of us can agree, All-Star difficulty in ranked seasons, get out of here. You gotta go. You gotta go, man. We need Hall of Fame difficulty to be where we start. If you made World Series or Championship Series the previous month, then you need to be starting playing on Hall of Fame difficulty. This whole going back and forth crap with, the game starting on All-Star, and then you'll play a few games on All-Star, and then depending on where your opponent is, you might have to go back and forth for a couple of games because you have no control over the matchup. It is absolutely ridiculous. This game, like I said, plays so different from All-Star difficulty to Hall of Fame difficulty. It's not even funny. I mean, it's night and day the way this game plays. And All-Star difficulty doesn't feel as realistic as Hall of Fame difficulty does. Now, I don't have a problem with Legend difficulty being in the game. Maybe once you get to World Series or whatever, that's fine. And even the first month, of ranked seasons, like right when when they start you at 0 points and you actually have to raise your rating all the way up to 900. If you want to do the first couple of levels at those lower difficulty levels, that's fine. That makes sense. But if you've made it to Championship Series or World Series, or hell, I don't care if you even want to say if you made it to Division Series. I don't know the numbers that they all start at for the next month. I know World Series starts you at 650. When you start there, you should be playing on Hall of Fame difficulty and that same difficulty at least until you get to World Series. Otherwise, it's ridiculous. And the game just should not be that different. There should not be that much of a difference in gameplay. It just makes no sense. All right. So here we go. Oh my God, I just saw that horrible animation right there where the fielder drifted to that end and he didn't even lock in and that ball dropped. Anyway, whatever. We won't go backwards. Let's go forward. The number one biggest problem going forward in MLB The Show 20, and I think we have a chance of it being addressed because it looks like they've done some work on it. Hitting physics, lineouts, the feedback, all of that, all right? I did a video earlier in the year covering what was broken about hitting and why it was broken and what needed to be fixed. The hitting physics of the game are just incorrect. They just are. The goods, the squared up balls that are ground balls, it's ridiculous, man. The pop-ups, the lineouts, it's crazy. Now, I'm taking into account, and I think this is something we all need to take into account. Yes, there are going to be lineouts in the game. And a lot of the reason for the lineouts is you're not playing typically in a Diamond Dynasty or Ranked Seasons game. You're not playing against squads that have crappy fielders out there. All right. So you're playing, like my outfield in particular. Ichiro, Willie Mays, King Griffey Jr., or whatever. You got 3 diamond outfielders out there, 3 guys that are fast. They're going to be able to cover more ground. They're going to be able to get to more balls. So yes, there's going to be more lineouts, but not to the amount that it actually happens in the game and occurs. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely horrible. And then the hitting feedback. There's a person on Twitter that I have talked to and follows me on there. Ian Hobbs on Twitter, man. So shout out to you, because I saw this morning and had commented to him. And he was showing one where the pitch was the hitting feedback showed that the ball was hit in the green section, and it was good. It should have been a good hit, and it showed that the ball should have gone to right field. Apparently, it didn't even go to right field. It went to left field. The bat is out in front of the ball, totally going to right field. Good timing, good contact, and it was just, I guess it just completely screwed up. And this happens to all of us all the time. And I didn't realize how bad it was until these last few weeks when I really started practicing on zone. And I know exactly what you guys are talking about. The lineouts are crazy. So my apologies for not believing that it was as bad as it was earlier in the year. On directional, you don't see the lineout issue as often. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, because it does happen. And there's games where it just seems to happen a lot. But for the most part, it doesn't seem to happen as much. So, but yeah, I think with the addition of the perfect squared up hits that they've discussed is something that we're going to be able to get a chance to have it fixed. It's wait and see. I think a lot of us the game looks very exciting for 20. There's a lot of awesome new features coming out. I in particular am very excited about the custom leagues. We're going to find out about it on the live stream on Thursday. That's going to be awesome. It sounds like we can do custom leagues with Diamond Dynasty. And that'll be fun to do with subscribers. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you guys. But there are a lot of things that need addressed with the game and gameplay itself. New features are great, but if you don't address gameplay issues and fix the problems, then these new gameplay features are just gonna, our new game features are just going to be more of the same. And I know we want the perfect game. I know we want them to make the perfect game. We're never going to get the perfect game. There's going to be something wrong every year. There's going to be something, minor, probably something major too. And I know they work on it for several months after the game comes out, and that's great with updates and everything. But don't expect the perfect game. But let's try to be optimistic going into 20. I think we're all looking forward to the game, and we're ready, man. I think we're all ready to grind out and get some new cards and new legends and all that stuff, and it'll be a lot of fun. But the hitting physics really needs to be addressed, and I think they've done that. Like I said, we'll wait and see see how the gameplay actually goes. But it appears as though they may have helped us out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys agree with. If you agree with my my top 6 here, or if you've got other things that need to be fixed. I'm not saying there's not more. There are more. Believe me, there are more. But if I left something out of this top 6 list, these are my personal top 6 that have affected my gameplay. It feels like the majority of the year, and things that I really feel need to be taken care of just immediately going into 20. But let's be optimistic. We'll try to keep it. With a positive mindset going into 20, and can't wait, man. Just a little over 2 weeks to go, so it's gonna be fun. So you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. I got a 4-0 run here going in Battle Royale, so we'll see how this ends up turning out. But subscribe to the channel, subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks again for 1,000 subs, you guys. You guys are amazing. You've been great all year, and I can't say thank you enough. But make sure you stay tuned for that big giveaway announcement next Friday on March 6th. We'll be making the announcement. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.